So I mean, with writing like these questions and these different things like that, you have to have probably a pretty large understanding of just pop culture stuff in general, and like just history. Like I mean, there's like so much that you probably have to be able to pull from. So like, how much of that is related to like how much research goes into this, and also how much is just like how do you like what have you done over the years to kind of like be able to like
not date,
write all this out? Are you gonna sit down and write all day?
No, I mean my pop culture knowledge. I mean I know stuff I like, but stuff I don't like, I don't pay it. So like My Little Pony, I only know about, through, I guess, osmosis, from like my niece, or like stuff I watched with my niece, or something I've written about, well, for like Trivia Murder Party, we had to verify, that things were factually
right.
Or Trivia Murder Party and Lice Water. So it was just, and that one with Trivia Murder Party was basically just like, go find happy stuff. So that's not my wheelhouse. I'm not happy. No, it was just like, I think a My Little Pony question would be funny. So I go research something on My Little Pony or Pez or what's another one? I say the problem is it's like I've written like 800 questions for that game alone. So I remember 2 of them. That's why I was like, I wish I brought my files. I could reference them. And also because I don't know which ones make it into the game.
Right.
And which, I mean, like when I play it, I'm like, I remember I wrote that one, but you don't know what goes in. I do remember one, the most obscure one from Trivia Murder Party was there's some kind of, there's a, lean cuisines, the frozen dinners. There's some kind of like, I don't know what it's called, but I think it's like Gourmet Select. And the question was, which of these is not a Gourmet Select lean cuisine dish? And I literally went on the lean cuisine website and double confirmed, fettuccine Alfredo with floret broccoli is not or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It's mainly just like, it's mainly like,
you know it or you don't.
You know it or you don't. Well, no. In terms of like what you're talking about, like inspiration, it's mainly just like, okay, I have guidelines for what they want. And then I just write whatever comes to me. And then when that runs out, I just randomly pick a topic in my head.
Yeah.
And then just go try to find something on that, whether it's like a trivia game or like a prompt game or a game where it's like a comedy game, like bracketeering or Quiplash. It's just like, what am I? Seashells. Okay. I'll go look up something on seashells and see what I can find randomly.
Crazy facts are out there about that.
And I have books. I also have books that I use. Reference books, the Dictionary of Cultural Literacy, which is like whole chapters on like
that's interesting.
Music and literature and physics and and then they do make pop culture encyclopedias. I don't know how they get made because these people must live very dull and tired lives. Like I have a book that thick on pop culture encyclopedia
put together.
I mean, it takes a lot of work, but it's like a lot of like knowledge that I'm like, how do you categorize it? So
if you can memorize that, you'd probably be a master at every drinking trivia game.
Well, yeah, and I was gonna say, and Jeopardy. I watched Jeopardy a lot. No, Jeopardy is perfect for it because it's like,
questions are intense.
The questions are intense, and the every game is pretty broad. So like in one round, it's like it covers movies and geography and this. So I'll just I won't steal from that, but I'll use it as like, geography. I'll go look up something on lakes and then find something, or use that as whatever. So I'll have something on in the background.
Yeah.
Or I'll have a movie on. What I really like to do is just have a movie on like my iPad, and then someone will say a word, and I'll just go with that.
Yeah.
So I could be watching Scarface, and when he says ice cream, I'm like, okay, all right, ice cream. That's my word for whatever it is.
There you go.
That's if I'm really desperate.
Yeah.
Because that, after a month, it's like, okay, I got to keep the well somewhat full of something.
Yeah,
so.
Right. Head on over to thegamer.net for our full podcast episode for our weekly game impressions and top headlines of the week.
That's one of me doing an interview. Here's one of all of us. We'll make some cool
things.
Brett's also right here.
Like this video, subscribe, keep up with all the latest video game news and opinions that you care about right here on The Inner Gamer.